What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? I really hate when my beanie looks this way. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix my beanie. Okay, we're here. But what's going on, you guys? It's been a minute since well, it ain't really been no minute since I did like a late night live, I'm slowly but surely getting back to doing those lives. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't number two shows on. It's like it's only two shows on that I review. And then I'm trying to get into other things right now. So, right now we're trying to pivot just a little bit, and do some different shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much just it. But we here tonight. I see it's like 22 of you guys up in here. I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that you guys are ready to hear what I gotta say. Um, you know, what was I about to say? Your boy is tired. I really should have did this live earlier today. That's when I really should have done this live. Okay, I really should have done it earlier today, but excuse me. And that's what I wanted to do. But baby, when I laid down in my bed, I went straight to sleep. Like it was nothing that could keep me up. Like I went straight to sleep once I laid down in that bed. Like I just feel like once I'm tired like that, baby, once I lay down, it is over with. Okay, do you hear me? Like it is over with once I lay my ass down. I love the thumbnail. Thank you, Montrez. See, the thing is, there are times where I'm too lazy to make my own damn thumbnail. So I go to Chat GPT and get it made real quick so I don't have to be worried too much about it. So that's really what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I made that thread with Chat GPT just because I was too lazy to go on and look for different pictures and make my own damn thumbnail child. So sometimes Chat GPT comes in handy at times when you being lazy and you really don't feel like doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Chat GPT. They do the damn thing. But another thing too, y'all, I'm supposed to be doing a collaboration this week. We did confirm we're supposed to be doing like a collaboration like it's probably going to be Thursday we're doing the collaboration. Now, I ain't going to tell y'all who I'm doing this collab with because he ain't said nothing about it yet. He ain't put it out there yet for the people to know. But I'm gonna hit him up after this live is over so I can get what I need and stuff like that. But yes, I'm doing a collab this week. I'm gonna try and see if I got time to do another Sex, Love, and Pain podcast panel with Nikki and DJ because it looks like you guys those of you that's in my membership, y'all are really enjoying the Sex, Love, and Pain panel, and I enjoy doing it because Nikki is my real life friend and DJ is my real life friend and my damn castmate. So and a part of me wants to use my members only to spill a little tea about what's going on the scene ATL season 2 so far because honey, we are one episode in. We ain't even all the way done with the first episode, chat, and it is so good. And we are filming. Like I film and Saturday is the all group event, child. So with all the newbies, all the OGs, everybody. So the scene ATL is going to be T. Okay. But we're headed into the 5-minute mark, and the only moderators that I see in here is Miss Ann. I see Norris. I see Catherine. I think those are the only moderators that are here. We got 63 of you guys up in here so far. So what I need from you guys is to like this video. Also, I see Sofa Dog as well. I might need to use that. I might need to do a Discord call and spill the tea. That's if they're awake after this live is over, maybe because I wanted to do that the other night and I didn't do it. But I might want to do a Discord call with my people and spill some tea in there. About the scene ATL. But anyway, I see Pain, I see Sofa Dog, all y'all. So make sure you guys are leaving fire emojis in the chat. Okay, make sure you guys are doing that. Make sure y'all are keeping this chat clean, and also make sure that everybody feels comfortable enough to engage and give their opinions, but not only engage and give their opinions, but to also subscribe to this platform because We just hit our goal of hitting 59K by the end of the month. So now I want to work on this next goal to hit 60K by the end of the year. Let's see if we could do that. But but you know, I gotta do my just do in order to get to where I need to go. Yes, I see you, Norris. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the show, honey. So, and not Angela. So Shamea Morton, she did an interview with Angela Yee. She talks about her fallout with Porsha, her beef with Angela Oakley, her strategy for the reunion, just everything Real Housewives, and she did not hold back at all. And I feel like this would be good to talk about. Like, this is a good conversation piece. So let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know how we do over here on ScottyByNatureTV when we doing the interview. This is basically a reaction video to Shamea Morton's interview with Angela Yee. Okay. So with that being said, and the only time I watch Angela Yee is when my favorite reality stars is on there. You know, no shade to Angela, you know, but let's go ahead and get into Miss Shamea and Angela. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let me rewind this just a little bit. Shamea looks good, by the way.
And I saw Andy posting getting ready for a reunion and asking people what they want to know. But I know that you have to be thinking like reunion filming is coming up. That's tough.
I hate that I let them get me that emotional. But I think ultimately I'm a real person with real feelings, right? And it's not like a feeling when you are feeling like the outcast and feeling like you're not wanted in a certain space or, you know, a certain group. It's like, why invite me just to be shitty to me? Why even just don't invite me? And we're here trying to celebrate your mom, her life, and I'm being like ganged up on at this point. Like, give me one thing at a time. Let me have one beef at a time. But it's like it's coming from everywhere, and I don't even know why.
Like, I mean, you do have some allies on here. Like you and Kelly have become.
That's my bestie. That's my girl.
Yeah, pretty close. How close were you guys before the show? Or
no, I just interviewed her on radio,
so you didn't know her that well.
I didn't really know her well. And last year, getting to know her was amazing. I was in a very dark space, like just losing my friend to gaining a new friend. And when I tell you she was supportive, like just from our daughters being friends, our parents being friends, and really her just stepping up, like from just calling to check on you, just not because it's the camera in front of you or just showing up for you in a way like bringing food to the hospital or just being there, just being a good supportive friend. I forgot how that.
I did see that Angela did Watch What Happens Live. And
now, before we get into the Angela of it all, let me just go ahead and say this. Now, before we get into everything dealing with this interview, let's just say that Scotty by Nature has his own opinion. And when it comes down to this particular season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, my opinion is very much so unpopular. And that's absolutely fine. My opinion don't align with a lot of y'all. So respect me, respect everybody else's opinion. And you know what? Even though this ain't the show, perhaps, I feel like I got to give y'all this disclaimer. Let's go ahead and give the disclaimer real quick as we continue on with this interview.
I know some of you motherfuckers, when it come to this goddamn Real Housewives, you act like you know these bitches. But let me tell you one thing, we're not going to do that this season. You will get motherfucking blocked with the realness. You can have your opinion about these hoes, but don't come at me about mine. It's a fucking opinion about some bitches that you or I don't fucking know. The only difference is I'm getting paid to do this review. You ain't. So mind your motherfucking marbles, bitches, because some of you hoes, when it comes to these Real Housewives, are fucking psycho. Just getting that shit out in the open before we even start this season, because I have never reviewed a show where bitches is more fucking retarded over some bitches that they don't fucking know in my life.
All right. And that's my favorite disclaimer to use. I use that disclaimer for every show that I get where I know that my opinion ain't popular at, and I always feel like I have to use that. It don't even have to be Housewives. I use it for Atlanta. I use it for Potomac. And then I use it for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to always use that disclaimer every chance I get. Do you hear me? And another disclaimer that I'm going to use real quick before we continue on is this one.
This way y'all finna probably get pissed off, and I'm okay with that. Okay? I'm cool with that. Please stay mad and get mad, okay? Stay mad, get mad, have a great day, whatever, feel away. I don't give a damn.
and that sets the tone. So so basically, in this particular portion of the interview, Shamea basically stated that she feels like she's being ganged up on. She feels she doesn't feel wanted in the group and things of that nature. Now, I too, and like I said, this ain't no popular opinion. This is a Scotty opinion. It ain't no popular one. But I'm gonna say this. I do kind of feel like there are double standards when it comes down to Shamea. I've said this all season. But a lot of times when you say that, people think that you're trying to dismiss a lot of the things that Shamea may have done, especially last season. Now, let's be clear here. Everybody knows, anybody that's been watching me for a long period of time knows that I've always liked Shamea. Always. Even when she was a friend, I liked Shamea. And I was very excited when she came on the show and got her peach. And at the first half of the season, I was right there with her. But by the middle of the season, that's where she faltered for me. And I had to give her a little bit of tough love. And I had to drag her a little bit. And season 16, season 17, rather, when she came back, I kind of still had residual annoyance with her. But I wanted to give everybody a clean slate, which that included her, that included Phaedra, that included Porsha, that included everybody. And I do feel like with this particular season, it does come across as a pile on to me. You ain't got to agree with it, but that's just me. It does come across to me as a pile on at times. I do feel like there's exceptions to the rule. Like with Shamea, if she does something, it is heightened. But if somebody else do it, no one says anything. I don't even think, and I think that Kelly gets hate as well, but I don't even think that even Kelly gets the same amount of hate as Shamea does. Like, I don't even think so. Like, that's just what I think. Like, I don't even think that, because ain't nobody on these housewife shows innocent. When you're on a reality show, you ain't innocent. When you on a reality show, there's going to be a moment where you start some shit. There's going to be a moment where you bone collect. It's going to be a moment where you do all that. But I just really feel like the shit that Shamea has done does not warrant the excessive hate that she gets. And that's just my personal. That's my personal. And I stand on that. And I don't give a fuck who got a problem with it. I'm not a Shamea apologist. I ain't victimizing Shamea. I ain't saying she no victim. But what I see is what I see. And it does look like a pile on. Even on this last episode, when they was at, the Bailey Bowl, it went from Shamea and Angela arguing to Drew dipping in, giving her amens and shit like that. You know what I mean? And we like to use the term lapdog and shit like that, but then they act like lapdogs too. Angela acted like a lapdog for Drew from the very beginning of last season. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like she wasn't doing nothing any less than what Shamea wasn't doing anything for Porsha that Angela wasn't doing for Drew. I mean, and that's just how I feel about that situation. And granted, a lot of people don't feel the same way that I do, but that is absolutely okay. I'm fine with having the unpopular opinion. Do you hear me? It's just that I just got to stick with it and stand beside it and just not feel like I have to defend it all the time, because that's just what it is. I just don't understand exactly what it is that she does. And the reason is because we go in on Shamea for shit, but yet, and I'm not trying to make this about Porsha, but I'm just using this as an example. It is an exception to the rule, and there is double standards, because Porsha has done way worse than what Shamea does. And she's still a damn fan favorite. When Porsha sat up there and lied on Candy and said that she tried to drug her and gonna take her to a sex dungeon and all that different stuff, there was people in Twitter land in the comments that was still riding for both Porsha and Phaedra, even though they were wrong as left shoes, and got mad with Candy and started dragging Candy for being upset about being lied on. That be the shit that I be talking about. So I feel like it's all about who you like and who you don't. I literally feel like the shit that Shamea does not, like the hate that she be getting, that's the same hate that Porsha and Phaedra should have got over that bullshit they did to Candy, but they had a lot of support. That's when people started flipping on Candy when she fell out with Porsha and Phaedra. That's exactly what it is. So that's just how I feel about it. I do think that everything she does is under a microscope. They don't make her like no victim or nothing, because she not. But that's just the way I see it. Let's continue.
And there's the rumors, right? And I do want to say, I also hate that the first thing that comes up when people don't get along is, well, she's
sleeping with somebody,
with all these people, because that is, as women, the thing that always comes up. But she said she's heard these rumors before.
Did you first hear rumors that Shamea was sleeping with NBA players? And did you have sources other than Charles?
What? So last season, Shamea admitted that rumors of her infidelity has been around since the cat was a kitten.
Okay.
So I didn't create any rumors about Shamea. Now, hearing those rumors, yes, I did hear them from sources other than my husband.
These rumors before. So you've also, and I saw you on Carlos King, said that that's affecting your job. You know, it affects other things too, because you work in sports. You know,
and you know how it is being a woman in this field, even in radio. Like, it was hard to get that job. I started interning radio when I was in college. People don't know that, but like, you know, when it was the Magic Man and when it was Ryan Cameron on the radio, I was planting seeds of trying to do that. I studied journalism when I was at Morris Brown College, so so much so to where the things that I wanted in my life didn't just start because I got on a reality TV show.
Right. You existed before that.
Absolutely. Before social media. Right. So even with the Hawks, I went back to cheering for the Hawks after. So I was with the Hawks in 2003. I went to the Falcons in 2005, came back to the Hawks in 2012 because I wanted to be there in that arena to get a job, sideline reporting, in-game hosting, and doing the things that I'm doing right now. In order to do that, I got to have my face in the place, because you know, with this kind of stuff,
you get in the door.
You got to get in the door.
Person,
and
here's what I'm trying
sure
to do.
enough, it's like the lady that was hosting it one game couldn't show up. They needed a host at the last minute. Hey, funny enough, I brought some clothes in my locker. I'm going to go ahead and slide them on, take this uniform off. And that's exactly what I did. And it was over after that. I was her backup at that point. And then when she moved to Los Angeles, I became the new in-arena host, and I've been there since. So when people discredit how hard I've worked and just the things that I'm doing and just chop it up to be laying on my back, that's unfortunate, especially coming from another married woman.
Has it affected things like at work?
Absolutely.
Has anybody said anything?
I have. Okay. I've gotten a few people in office asking me about it, and I don't want to go into the details of it, but I've been forced to, like, really pretty much send a cease and desist, because unless you're going to come forward with the actual names so we can talk about it, you're just throwing out stuff.
And let's not also forget that you are married.
I am married.
I do think that let me see if my camera is still lagging, because that's the reason why I got this background up here. Let me see if it's still lagging. Okay. So here's the thing, y'all. I don't like it when they go for the low-hanging fruit, when they start talking about, because if you're married and stuff like that, why are we throwing out like cheating allegations and things like that? Now, here's the thing. This is housewives, and that is just what they do. They've always done it. So I'm not finna act brand new as if this ain't never happened to nobody else, because it definitely has happened to other motherfucking people. So, Shamea ain't the exception to the rule. But it is kind of crazy to throw that out there when you sat up there and looked at Shamea and I and say, well, as a married woman, you should not be laughing at another woman talking about fucking another married woman's husband. Well, as a married woman, you shouldn't be, spreading rumors about another married woman fucking on a husband then, if that's the damn case. Like, this is what I mean by it's a double standard. You can do the shit, but the next bitch can't do it. And it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Now, it is, and like I said, this is Housewives. People throw out shit at you all the time. This show is based off of conflict. This show is based on women arguing, and that's what we know it to be. So we do know that these women, if they got some on you, if they heard some about you, they're going to throw it out there because they're trying to win this fight. It's a whole battle. They're trying to win. So that's what they do. And we all know this already. So I just want to make that clear that I ain't trying to act brand new. I promise I ain't trying to act brand new, because that's exactly what these girls give. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they give. But yeah, That's the way I see it. Where we at, honey? Now I will say that it is fucked up that it is fucked up that it's fucking with a job. I will say that that's fucked up. And I don't think that people think about the things that they put out there and how it affects them. But at that moment, they really don't give a fuck how it affects you because they want to hurt your ass and they just want to make you shut up and they want to read you down. So they don't think about the consequences for the other person at all. But it's kind of crazy now that she has to fight for her job and have to prove that, you know, she never fucked Wayne, she never fucked Drake, you know, all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that I can say about that. But let's continue on with this interview.
Happily married, and I'm happy
to a
that,
husband who don't even want you on the show.
You know, actually, he does.
Okay, he does
He's
now.
very
Okay.
supportive. He's always been
Because I
supportive.
know at first he was.
No, he's always been supportive of me being on the show.
Mhm.
It's him. He's never wanted to be on the
Okay.
show. And he's never like, and he's always like, you know, oh, go be with the girls, do the house, all the things, whatever you want to do and showcase. It's an open book. But I don't want to be on the camera.
Mhm.
And that's what the like the confusion lies. Because like even earlier on, it was like you can't be a peach holder unless you have your husband show up to these scenes or even just show his face. And he was like, I'm not showing my face at all.
Mhm.
So we have like come so far. The fact that he is even showing his face on camera is amazing to me because that was the deal breaker. You know, that's why I didn't get a peach for all of those years. It's not that I wasn't offered one. It was that, okay, is Gerald not doing it? Okay, well then no.
How does he feel now seeing how things are unfolding?
He's like, you know, these people are going to do and say whatever because for them, this is how they live. A lot of the women on the show, this is how they make their money.
Mhm.
This is how they feed their families. So of course, they're going to do whatever it takes to keep that job. But for me, it is a platform to be able to come and talk to Angela Yee. I wouldn't be here. Like, what would
Well,
you
you
even
do
wanna know?
radio,
Well,
so
I
I
do
wouldn't-
radio,
yeah.
but you wouldn't have invited me as a guest because what would you be talking about?
I'd have
Me
been
talking
like,
about my
"Shamea,
other
come
radio
guest
show,
host."
you know? Like, well, then, yeah, you should have been calling me because I've been doing it for over a decade. So no, but it makes you more relevant in a sense. Like, let's just
No,
be
I
honest.
understand. Look,
It
it's
makes
a
you
check and
relevant.
It
It's
makes
also,
you more relevant.
It's a check. It makes you more relevant, but it also puts you in the spotlight to other people. Like I gained an Airwick commercial. I
Mhm.
got a Wayfair commercial doing this.
Love me
That's
some Wayfair.
amazing. I mean, love me some Wayfair. Thank you, Airwick. I mean, hello. Can we talk about it? Like, I wouldn't have had those opportunities had it not been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I will say that I'm glad that she actually said that because people don't realize that a lot of the times when you get on these reality shows, because reality shows are very popular. Like a lot of us watch reality TV. And then, you know, with reality TV and with reality TV popularity, there comes a lot of perks with it. There's companies that want to work with you. There's brands that want to make you a brand ambassador. There's a lot of different things that come into play. And she got a damn Eric commercial. Like that's big for Shamea. Like clearly someone likes her. And you know, if she keep on moving, you know, she'll probably probably come out on top, to be quite honest. I mean, she probably will. Like she got a damn Airwood commercial. I love that for Shamea. Like for real. Like she's using the platform to do other things, and that's exactly what you need to use a platform for. Like that is why I have a YouTube channel. Like I get emails all the time about brand ambassadors or, you know, collaborations and stuff like that. Now a lot of these emails I'd be very weary of because I don't know if they're scamianas or not. That's why sometimes I don't even respond to some emails that want me to promote their brand, pay me do it and stuff like that. I think a lot of times I miss out on brand deals because I don't be believing that it's real. And that should be another thing that I need to fix about myself, because I get emails all the time about people wanting to work with me and stuff like that because they see my platform, and I never respond because I definitely be feeling like this shit be fake. It's crazy, but yeah. So I'm glad that she's getting these different opportunities, and Wayfair is big. It's definitely big, and I didn't even know she got a cocoa butter commercial either. So Shamea's doing what she's supposed to do. You know, she's getting the perks and the things that she needs to keep moving forward and keep elevating. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Let's continue on.
But it's still been a local girl.
You know, I always wanted to, because I know Pinky really well as a business person and the owner of
That's my
Slutty
girl.
Vegan, and she's going through a lot though with her business. And so I know that's tough to be going through this in your personal life. And the same thing with Kelly. She went through a lot with her business also. And then it plays out everybody's wing. And I wonder what that's like at a time. I was thinking about that at a time when there's all these stories about you. And then now I got to come and be on TV and film.
Absolutely. I hate that. I hate that they're in that space. But I will say this. Not a lot of people on that show have had a brick and mortar. Hell, I haven't even. I mean, you know, they have ran very successful businesses and are still running successful businesses. I think we can all learn a lot from these ladies. You know, it takes a lot to do that.
Right.
Like, some of our wealthiest people in America filed bankrupt or fell flat
many times.
And many
the president's done it a few times.
Right. So why are we judging them so harshly?
Now he's ripping the whole country off.
Thank you. So, you know, hats off to them. Keep going, ladies. Keep doing your big one. It's going to all work out.
Now, what do you say to people who say with Angela, like I said, she was on Watch What Happens Live. It felt like there might have been a time when y'all would really have repaired things, patch it up.
I really liked Angela.
Okay.
Like, honestly, after the first episode aired last year, Angela reached out and was like, okay, girl, I see you like rah, hooray-ing me. Even pulled up on me and Kelly with our daughters, and we had a swim day. It was fun, all off camera. Okay. Angela became a fan overnight. It was like it felt like she thought, oh, you're going to be the fan favorite. So let me align myself and attach myself to you.
Okay.
That was back then. Okay.
Right.
Then she saw them tables turn. She saw how, oh, wait, they don't really mess with her like that. Let me pull away from her. We went to the Bahamas. My husband and I went to the Bahamas. We saw her and Charles there. We had the best time.
Wow, that's
couples.
Terrible
we swimming together. We are at the club together. We had the best time off camera. But then those cameras come on and Angela turns into like a whole nother person. And that's unfortunate because I don't know how to change it up. I'm like, are we cool or are we not cool? Oh, so now you're moving like that because you're over here. But can't you just be cool with everybody though?
No, you can't, because there's alliances that get formed on that show.
But I got in trouble at reunion for forming alliances.
Yeah.
Right? Remember, I was the one that was right? But there was no proof that I was doing that. And hell, during the season, who was on my team then? Who was my team? Because I was fighting for my life last year too. Like it was me and Kelly. Even Britt was hanging out here and there, but then when Kelly fell out, she thought I was mad at her too. So then it was like, okay, now we both mad at
I know you're like, damn, we're adults.
Like, damn, I can't. Right, I don't have to be in the middle of no drama. I've had friends that didn't like each other before, and I stayed cool with both.
And also, listen, and to your point, when you know people don't get along with each other, some people just can't come when you're going to hang out. And
you can't come. You just can't come to this one. I'm going to get you to the next
people
one.
Are blaming you. Like you set up some whole thing. And
what thing?
Yeah.
I
agree where I have friends that don't like each other. So I know if I'm going with these friends,
I'm not going
if you don't like this person. But sometimes it does make you fall out with somebody. I literally fell out with somebody because none of my friends really liked her. And so every time I was going on a vacation or doing something, she just wasn't invited. But I never told her they don't want like you here. I just didn't invite her because I also didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
You like me.
Yeah.
Well, sis, what should I do? Maybe you can give me the advice. What do you do?
I mean, honestly, me and the girl not friends anymore because she got mad at me over it. But the truth is,
did you find time to? But
I'll say this: there was a reason everybody didn't want her around because she was always just starting all kinds of problems, and I had to be like, "There's a reason that." All different friends don't like one person. And sometimes you do have to be like, well, you know, in that particular situation, she was a lot. I will say this. You know how every time you go out, you're going to argue, you're going to make it all about it. It was too much.
I did that too, right? So I'm not just blind, right? I was like, you know what? Let me take some accountability. Maybe it's me, right? Maybe these girls don't like me because it's something that I'm doing. But then I sit and watch it. I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. You're gaslighting me. Like you are over here talking to me about I need to go to therapy and trying to make me seem like I'm insane. But just last year you were telling me to speak up and use my voice about things that I'm not feeling. Talk about it. So I'm talking about it now. And now it's a problem. So I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. If I talk about the things that I don't like and address them head on, I'm being extra. I'm doing the most. I'm performative and I'm not cool. If I throw some shade back, then I'm name calling. But when it's thrown back at me, then no one says anything about it. Or if it's done to me, then it's okay. I'm like.
And honestly, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I'm sorry, but then at the same time, I'm really not sorry. A lot of times last year, that was the biggest thing at the reunion last year when everybody was telling her that she needs to be honest about her feelings and she needs to be honest about the way that she feels about different things. And when she does speak up about her feelings about stuff, they do kind of shut her down or call her shamessy, or you're trying to create a problem, or you're doing this. And a lot of times it's kind of like they can throw shade at her and it's okay. But then when she does the same thing, it's fine. Like, it's okay for them to constantly call her a fucking lap dog. Every scene is a lap dog. Oh, you're a lap dog in lipstick. All this, and everybody eats it up like it's the funniest thing since sliced bread. But then if she turns around and calls her Bigfoot or Sasquatch, then you got motherfuckers like Cynthia that's trying to police what she can and can't say. But yeah, we're not policing what the other girls are saying. We're not policing the fact that these other girls are accusing her of sleeping on her husband. We're not policing them for saying that, but we're policing me for calling her Bigfoot and Sasquatch though. You know what I mean? Like, we're allowing that, but and that's okay for them to read me. It's okay for them to drag me. It's okay for them to put whatever narrative they want to put on me. But if I choose to respond and come out that cage that they want to keep me in, then that's a fucking problem. And that is the reason why I find myself kind of like rooting for Shamea, because I've been saying this all season. It's a double standard, and I do feel like they are definitely piling up on her. I do feel that way. They all are. And when I say they all, I think Phaedra is probably the only one that's being neutral. Porsha really ain't said shit, but you got Angela and you got Drew, and then you got Cynthia, who's sitting up here pretending like she's neutral, and she really ain't. So that's just what I think. But I do agree with that, and I do identify with that, because sometimes people feel like they can say whatever they want to say to you or about you, and then when you choose to respond to the bullshit, then it's kind of like, okay, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, let's continue.
I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So at this point, I just have to continue to live in my true, authentic light.
He's like, just whatever. Well, now, speaking of accountability, do you feel like you came at Angela first? Because that's what people say.
So no,
you attacked her marriage first.
No,
so
I did not attack Angela's marriage first. That is not how it went. And if people will really watch the show and rewind the tape, they can see that. Hello. I mean, it's not hard. Angela, the things that I said about Angela, her marriage, were already said. Charles Oakley said at Porsha's dinner, when they asked him the best advice about marriage or to a happy marriage or something like that, was he said something like, I leave in the morning and I come back late at night after she sleeps, or I leave in the morning and I stay gone all day. Something, I'm paraphrasing, maybe not that verbatim, but that was what was said. I just used it back on her, girl. Your husband said
outside.
This.
You said, okay.
And then she said, my husband said, when he's outside, he sees you outside. That's what she said. Then I came back and I said, well, damn, if he outside and he see me outside, then what does that make him? He outside too. And you ain't with him.
Where are the limits when it comes to where we're, because at a certain point, right? One thing I will say is that you show up to the things you get invited to, and you do make an effort. Like, listen, Angela had the basketball game and was honoring her mom. And that's when you definitely...
I wore the Sasquatch shirt with pride. I cheered my Sasquatch team on.
And I think people have to give you credit for that, because there's times that you show up to things and you know, the roller skating party, people try to be a good sport. You want to get along, at least.
Showed up to Drew's national anthem on my phone.
Did you feel so?
They were love at it.
Felt like you were throwing shade.
Which part?
Drew
for what? The anthem?
Yeah.
After she called me a lap dog, after she came to that audition that we did for Pinky Cole, and that's another thing. Drew didn't come to that audition like, oh, let me come help you. I want to share some love. No, y'all didn't see where Drew came in, said, and she was like, oh, you're auditioning. Oh, I didn't get the size. I'm like, well, I just really got them as well. Let's look at them together. Oh, well, I know you. She's like, I don't do cattle calls. She came in very nasty, but it's a short show. They got to edit out stuff.
Well, yeah. But so from my understanding was she didn't know she was coming to audition, and she didn't get the information in advance.
She said, I didn't get the size, right? So I said, well, me either, but let's look at them now. I mean, you do this, right? Like it's called a cold read. Like if you do this, just look at the stats.
Okay, so she wasn't there for you.
Then fine. So even down to talking to her in that moment when we were sitting there, she was like, well, I know why you got to do. I mean, you're just starting out. So like, I could see why you're doing these type of roles. I'm like, girl, I'm not you trying to shade me, but I'm trying to stay focused and stay in my zone and really nail this audition.
How'd it go?
It went well. She offered me the role.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't filmed it, but you know, we'll see.
So how is your mental with all of this going on? Like I said, you did have a moment at the end of the last episode, and we're seeing previews about what's going to happen next week.
I mean, that's been a while ago, right? I understand my friendship with my ex bestie ended how it ended, right? And
you think it's beyond repair?
Well, so it ended how it ended, right? What you guys saw last season.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was gonna spiral out to the group. Like, now you can't be friends with me because why again? Because if we just think back, Drew, I was defending my friend at the time.
Right.
I didn't think it was cool, and I still don't think it's cool for you to work with somebody's man and not tell them.
But now Drew and Porsha
Drew and Porsha are best friends. Okay. They were able to forgive and move on. Even after being a low down dirty B and being fired from the hairline. They were able to move past it. Angela and me, that beef was, she was mad that I laughed at something that my ex best friend said. Well, I apologized for it. I thought we had moved on from it, but yet here we are, right? What else is there? Why else? Why are you mad? What's the other reason you're mad? Me and Cynthia's cool. I thought we were anyway. I tried to handle the situation in Dallas very gracefully. Just because I handle my stuff the one way and Kelly say something else, I am not Kelly. Kelly don't speak for me. I don't speak for Kelly. I don't put a battery in Kelly or K. Michelle's back. They grown ass women. They gonna speak how they speak and say what they want. If you listen closely, I'm like, Cynthia, I know you didn't do this intentionally, but the room is still dirty. Or I called her several times. Like she went on her podcast and kept talking about it with her co-host. So we're gonna keep talking about it, then we're gonna keep talking about it. Right. It was a dirty room. The receipts were there. Y'all saw it. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't looking good.
It wasn't nice. And nobody would have stayed in that.
Cynthia knew that room
but
was
nobody would have stayed in. So let's not minimize it and make it seem like I'm trying to ruin your trip. That's not what I'm doing. Like, that's not what I'm doing.
About where I stay.
And I did try to seek out other accommodations, but we were in the middle of nowhere and it was a safety issue. And legal was like, no. Right. So let's talk about all of it. So that was the initial thing, I think, with Cynthia that was bothersome to her. But then to see her on the bed with Drew talking about I'm masking something about twerking. Yeah, she twerk all the time. I'm like, oh, Cynthia, not you talking to people that don't mess with me like that about me.
This is crazy because I was like, did you not know until you see the episode?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot of
even
things
now, even just what you just saw on this past episode. So I go to your house, Cynthia, and I'm thinking that you're coming from a good, safe space. I'm holding your Bible. I'm talking about how peaceful your home is, and I'm sitting and I'm talking to you and being vulnerable about where I'm at. But you take the conversation back. You tell Porsha that I brought her up when you asked about it. I didn't just willingly say yeah with some text messages. You asked why she wasn't invited to my husband's event. You asked me, was I in therapy? You told me I needed to go to therapy, right? But then you take it back to Angela, who is attacking me, to tell her that you told me I needed therapy. That's shady. That's not something a friend would do.
You think sometimes it is also the editing?
I do agree once again. It's kind of like, because I've been saying this as well all season, that, Porsha called, Drew a low down, dirty bitch, a low down, dirty individual. She said that she was fucking her baby daddy for tracks, trying to get on and all this other shit. But Drew and Porsha were able to move past that. And the first thing that everybody that loves Porsha would say is that, Porsha apologized to her. Porsha apologized to her. Porsha apologized to her. Yeah, she apologized to her. That I understand, but that don't mean a damn thing to me. You want to know why that don't mean a damn thing to me? I'm gonna tell you why. It don't mean a damn thing to me because of the simple fact that at the end of the day, it's like you ain't finna sit on national TV and put out a narrative about me that I'm fucking around for tracks. That's what you're not finna do. And if you think that you apologizing to me for that when the damage is already done, because you already know that people are already gonna run with whatever you say because they love your ass so much. I wouldn't fuck with you. But that's just Scotty. Scotty, Drew ain't none of Scotty. So that's just what it is. But I personally would never fuck with a person that would be willing to go that far to make up shit about me. That's just the truth of the matter. I just couldn't. But she moved on. The same thing with Angela. Porsha said she'll fuck her husband. You got mad at me for laughing. I apologize to you. And that still wasn't enough for you. Because you're still mad at me, and now you're going at me for any reason. So it is what it is. They're on a show together. What are they supposed to do? Carry a grudge for the next however long they're on the show for? KKNBA, I literally said that this is my opinion. Mine. And if you don't understand it, then that's okay. But this is my opinion. I feel like ScottyByNatureTV, could never fuck with anybody that would sit on a reality TV show in front of 100,000s of people and say that I fuck for tracks. Someone that used to actually be a friend to me outside of this damn situation. So it ain't about holding grudges. It's about the principle. And if you really fuck with me like that, you would never say no shit like that. So yeah, I'm a grudge holder, and I don't give a damn how nobody feels about that. You call me a grudge holder, and that's perfectly fine. But I don't really call it holding grudges. I call it holding a motherfucker accountable. Ain't no way in the fuck you gonna sit up here and make up some shit about me in front of the people like that, and know that people will take things and run with it, and then I'm up here working for you again and being an ambassador for your hair company again and following up behind you. Ain't no way in hell I'd do that. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care about the show. Sorry, but I don't. I don't care about how they move the show along. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, it ain't even about the show at that point for me. It's the same way with Shamea and Porsha. If Shamea and Porsha can sit up here and coexist and not say a damn word to each other, the same could go for Porsha and fucking Drew. Sorry, not sorry. But if Drew chose to move forward from Porsha after she did that, then that's on her. I definitely understand that. I didn't say anything was wrong with you asking a question. I answered the question. I answered it. That's just where I stand with it. Like, see, here's the thing with you guys. It ain't you guys. It's some of y'all. Well, I ain't gonna say some of y'all. It's just some people. Like, people ask questions, and then they want to know why you feel the way you feel. And then when you give them your thoughts, your opinions, and you explain why you feel the way you do, they feel like you're attacking them. No, I'm not attacking you at all. I'm not even bothered about a question. It's just that whenever I say what I'm saying, y'all keep on bringing up this show. It ain't about the show for me. It's about the morals, and it's about my principles. I don't give a fuck about no show. When you cross, it's one thing to, throw shade and we argue for a second, but when you coming from my character and you making up shit on me, I can't rock with that. It's the same thing with the Candy and Porsha and Phaedra and the drugs of it all. I was never here for Candy ever being cool with that girl again, because I don't give a fuck if we on the show or not. You're not gonna sit on no show and make up no lies about me taking somebody to a dungeon and think that I'm finna be cool with you. It's just not finna happen. And I've forgiven people who've done flawed ass shit to me. But when you fuck with my character and you got people questioning me, please. I don't give a fuck about no show at that point. But I'm just saying. But that's just how I feel about what Shamea just said. I agree with that. Wholeheartedly. I agree. And once again, this ain't about victimizing Shamea. This ain't about making her no victim. It's not at all, because she ain't no victim. I look crazy trying to make her, because she is. But it is nothing wrong with calling out the biasness and the double standards, because it's heavy on the double standards this season. It is. Let's continue.
I mean, obviously it did happen, but the way it gets
and what we also ain't gonna do is blame it on editing when it's convenient and when it's against me. You know what I mean? Because when I'm saying stuff, editing ain't coming up. It's you said this, you did this.
Now, Shamea, but people would also say you do other interviews.
Absolutely.
And people don't like what you say about them in other interviews. Right. And so
that's fair. That's fair. Okay. I don't like what they say and they don't like what I say. But everything, I'm a rebuttal. I'm gonna respond to it. I was quiet about it a long time, but I'm speaking.
What did you think when you saw Octavia Spencer talking about how she's hurt about your friendship being over with your ex-best friend?
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
Okay.
Can I see it?
Thoughts on Porsha and Shamea's friendship hitting
It's
this?
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, because that was real.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope they make their way back. But I think Shamea has to do some assessment because perhaps the relationship isn't what she thought.
I can't believe you didn't see that.
Oh, Miss Octavia came with a word, didn't she? She's clairvoyant, and maybe, absolutely, it wasn't what I thought.
Yeah. What is really bad is that like family friendships, it's not just you and her that were friends.
Yes.
It's like our moms.
Of course.
And
that's the thing.
wild
We
to
had
think of.
agreed that we wouldn't bring our moms into it, because they already had their stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, I love you, you love me. Like, we are friends. We riding for each other, right? So we gonna let that be what it's gonna be. This is prior to me, being a full-time housewife. And then now that it spiraled down to like, okay, now our kids can't even play together. That's real. That's
And that
hurtful.
sucks. You know what I think too, in the grand scheme of things, if God forbid something happens to somebody, we can't turn back the hands of time.
Yeah.
And make amends for things if we
Absolutely.
don't do it before something happens. I just think like that. There's certain people that you have so much history with.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. And that's why, like, when people would judge me harshly last year for being a lapdog or, I feel it seems like you're still hurt. I'm like, well, duh, this was my friend.
Mhm.
Like, of course I was hurt.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to take the appropriate amount of time that I feel like I need to grieve this friendship or lack thereof. It was a hurtful time. I had to process that. Like, like when something devastating happens in your life, you got the person that you're going to call. If it ain't your husband or your sisters or your mom, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to call P or whatever. You don't have that no more. So now you got to move different. It's just different. It was hurtful. It was a lot for me. But I'm in a better space now, and I'm actually really happy that we can coexist in our friend group.
Yeah, I remember when you first joined as a full-time peach holder, and you came up here, and everybody was like, "All right, Shamea about to let the ladies have it." You did the house tour. They was like, "Oh, she's taking the elevator to the closet." Like, it was amazing to see. But it feels like somehow, like tables have turned and things have completely switched around.
Wish I could tell you everything. I wish the season has already I wish it had already aired.
Mm-hmm.
I got to come back to talk to you because
you're like, we got to wait because once this reunion happens,
girl, not even just the reunion, but we still have Scotland. We still have.
Oh yes, you guys are going to Scotland. That's going to be interesting. Listen, I saw the preview.
Scotland, here we come. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. The Ghostbuster housewives. At some point, everyone has lied. You said, hey, handsome, in February, bitch. Been deceitful.
Oh, but you're the Falcons player.
Moments of betrayal. In fact, your mom did something first to my mom. What?
You and your mother are low-down dirty snakes.
No, you and your mama are low-down dirty snakes.
This is my real life, you know what I'm saying?
I know this friend group and everybody's so, yes, we are bigger people.
You must be delusional.
Oh, okay.
And Angela's telling you, say it to her face, right? She hears you talking about her in the room. And she's like, come out here and say it to my face. And we know that's about to come out next week. So,
Angela, girl, when you watch it, oh my goodness. I said it to her face before she started banging on my door.
Okay.
But that's all. I'm going to just leave it right there.
You're going to leave it right there. What happens now? Like, because I'm Married to Medicine, for example, right? The husbands get together.
I'm just so tired of us weaponizing vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what else is there to talk about?
Right.
Because coming up, you'll see. Apparently now I'm not just sleeping with Hawks and Falcons players. Apparently it's someone else again. Like,
oh my
that
gosh.
she actually names.
Oh, wow.
But I call them and we clear it up.
That is.
Or I don't even know. But I might even be saying too much now. Because you're my friend. But
okay,
Angela, you are not that kind of Angela.
And I know Charles Oakley too. So I was happy.
I used to say I know Charles because, you know, I, in the sports sector, you see him around All-Star games that are died. You know, I was a fan of his, met him through Neek. But then at reunion, he was like, you don't know me. I was like, oh, okay. Yep. Noted. Don't know you. Yeah. So now it's a running joke when I see him. I'm like, he was like, what's up, man? I'm like, hey. I'm like, so you know I'm Shamea, and just, do you know me? So
like,
we laugh about it.
Now listen, Porsha also did this Happy Pride thing to you and says see you at reunion. Right. And so there now people are discussing what is the hidden meaning behind that.
Well, you know, she already said that. I mean, seasons ago that I was sleeping with Candy. Yeah. I remember that's not
okay. I mean, I don't know if there was something else going on.
Well, you know what? You would have to ask Porsha.
Because Candy has since.
But I didn't take that as I didn't think it was a diss. Me saying Happy Pride.
Corn emoji, a corn on the
corny.
top.
Yeah, I'm corny. Yeah, I'll take that, and I like corn. Popcorn. I mean, hello, it's fine. When I was asked about her, you know, I had to say one thing about every housewife, and I said Happy Pride. Aren't you in a relationship with Sway? I'm just so confused. Like, why was that a diss?
And I didn't never take that as a diss either when she said Happy Pride. I don't know why everybody else took it as a diss. They was like, oh, y'all know that Shamea was being shady for saying Happy Pride. Porsha is with a woman, ain't it? So how is that shady? But okay, let's continue, y'all.
It was
a safe thing to say. We ain't friends right now,
and it is also like something. Quick.
And it's June. Hello, what do we do? I mean, do you get what I'm saying? Like, but okay, great. Thank you.
So how are you getting ready for a reunion? How does Shamea prepare for that? Because you don't know who's coming at you.
I know everybody's coming at me, and I'm ready. And
oh my gosh.
And I won't be quiet this year because I don't have a friendship to salvage. I don't give a damn. Let me tell you something. And so when I was born, my best friends were already at the house waiting on me, and that's my sisters. So I'm cool. I'm gonna match whatever energy they give me. If you want smoke, then I got smoke. We can go there, or we can't. It's up to you. I'm gonna meet you where you at.
Do you feel like this show has changed you?
I feel like this show is heart in my heart for sure. I used to be somewhat of a people pleaser, and I used to like seek the validation and like, oh, you know, I wanted to be liked, right? I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I was always walking in eggshells, like, oh, because I'm an entertainer. You get you look for your applause when you're on stage, right? You want people to appreciate or like. And it's hard when you are like, I like you, vibing, and you like, well, what did I do to you again? What happened? Because nothing, I didn't shift, but now I've shifted. Absolutely. I don't care one way or the other.
What about
I would like to be able to.
Well, I will say this. She said that she's going to give all the smoke at the reunion, and she's going to give these girls what they need to have. I hope that she does do that because her reunion performance last season was terrible. Okay. Like she sunk that whole reunion. And I really felt like Shamea held back quite a bit at that reunion. And it was just not good for her. Cause I was just like, girl, like what the fuck are we doing? Like, what is really going on here? Like, what is the tea? What's really going on at this point? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly don't know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I do, but I do feel like she should give them what they want. That's how I feel. I think that's exactly what she should give, honestly. And that's just how I feel about it. We can continue on.
Make real friendships in this friend group, but if they come with stipulations like what I'm seeing now, then I'm okay.
Man, it feels like, do you see another season for yourself after all of this? Because it does feel like it's a lot. It's heavy.
It is heavy. It's heavy. It's really heavy. But the reason why I'm still here, it's so funny because it's like your coffee things. It's coffee uplifts people. I'm sorry.
That's my brand.
Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's a good.
I'm gonna use this as an ad. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm serious. Like I like it. It keeps. I didn't know that. I didn't know
that's my brand. But I have a coffee shop and this coffee.
And
brand.
then the fact that it's East African.
Yeah, Ethiopian. That's what we use in the coffee shop for the drip.
Okay, so Ethiopian I'm gonna need to get some of that. But it does. I'm feeling uplifted, right? Because not only do I feel like I'm using my voice to say what I don't or do like this season, I'm also I've been able to form a pretty decent friendship with both K, Michelle, and Pinky. Like I like them.
So even in spite of,
and I feel like they gave me a fair chance.
Even in spite of the drama that's happened with it seeming like you said X, Y, and Z, and
With Kay,
yeah,
I don't know where that's coming from, and I'm looking forward to having a conversation with Kay.
Do you know what to expect at the reunion from her?
No, and I'm okay with that. There are some things that happened off camera that I can't really speak about, and I don't choose to speak about. That were very unfortunate, but I feel like everything will come out at reunion, and I hope that we can move past it. And if not, that's okay too.
You know, some people are really enjoying the season, but enjoying it means there's a lot of drama.
It's a lot.
I do like K Michelle and Shamea being friends. I do hope that they can move past this whole situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like I really do, but you know, it is what it is. Let's continue.
A lot of drama. It's heavy, and it's a lot for one person to be lifting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, who's next? I'm like, at this point, I feel like, I mean, Pinky, but and Kelly, but I'm like, do I still have y'all? Because it's so heavy. It's like I hate to feel like maybe people don't feel like they can be cool with me because of this alliance on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Man, maybe they need to let you bring somebody on.
I mean,
maybe a sister or somebody needs to,
Yeah, somebody that's married, that's successful.
But maybe now that Porsha's in a relationship and
happy,
sometimes that does help. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you think about it, everybody's been going through a lot in their own personal lives. Right. If you think about what she's been going through with dealing with her divorce and dealing with other things.
I think we're all going through things.
No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is.
Yeah, like,
and
right.
So some people take baggage and things can be, I mean, look, even with Angela, I know her mother being gone,
that's hard,
awful and devastating. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think the common thread of knowing that everybody is going through trials and tribulations is something that could be a way for everybody to find their way back in.
I think so too, but I feel like also you can't give grace when it's convenient. You can't give grace to this person and then not give it to this one. Mm-hmm. You can't say, oh, this one is going through this, that, and the third, but this one's just B.
Maybe we need to do something with your rum and my coffee together. That's a real drink.
Yeah. I know, absolutely.
Rum and coffee.
Absolutely. And I have a chocolate one.
Okay. Listen, so talk about that business.
Yes.
Let's do something.
Let's
talk about some good fun things.
Absolutely. So unfortunately, my deal with Rum Bomb, with Grenadian, the Grenadian Clark's Court Rum, is at a halt.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think we could stop here because she talks about like her wine, and I know y'all don't give a fuck about none of that. I know y'all don't care about anything of that sort with her, but that was pretty much all of the RHOA talk and things like that, talking about the NBA rumors and everything that's been said about her. And I just want to say that even after hearing this interview, I really stand 10 toes down on everything that I felt in regards to Shamea. My mind ain't changing on anything that I ever said when it's in regards to Shamea. I do still root for her in a sense. Like I said, just because I root for her, it doesn't mean that I'm victimizing her, because I'm really not. But I don't like for a person to feel like they are, piled up on or ganged up on or, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't like that feeling because I know how that shit feels. I really do. But with that being said, you guys, I think I'm gonna go on and get up out of here because I'm already sleepy as hell anyway, and it's about to be midnight out this way. So if there's anything else to discuss on tomorrow, I will definitely do so, because tomorrow is Wednesday. So we're gonna see what's out there for me to talk about tomorrow. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this platform, like this video, share it, do whatever you feel. Do all of those different things. You feel what I'm saying? But with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm going to go lay my ass down and go to sleep because I got to be up at 5 a.m. so I could be at work at 6 a.m. I'll talk to you guys later.